How you doing, Cashmere? We gotta ring the alarm, huh? Woo! School's back in session. Y'all ready? Black, hot, fire! One, two, 1, 2. Welcome back to the Black Hot Fire Network Show. I'm your host, Mr. Black Hot Fire. Ring the alarm. School's in session. Woo! My damn. Black, hot, fire. All right, all right. Y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about tonight. I still want to go into those emerald tablets. I'm going to get my ass up this camera. I know that. Let me read you guys' chats this way. So I can read you guys' chats. So nobody won't be wondering what I be doing on the week. Why you gonna be having that camera on? All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Woo! So, what's going on, King Stan? The person that asked me what I be doing on the week while I don't be having the camera on. Now you know why I don't be having the camera on. Because I be looking a hot goddamn mess. Now you know why. You want to know why? You want to know why I'll be having the camera on? That's why. I put the camera on the weekends when I'm at the house. Okay, so what's going on, fam? What is the news out in the streets? What is the news out in these streets? What's going on? Like I got an echo in this damn hotel room here, boy. You know, it's got the acoustics. Every damn hotel is different. The acoustics sound funny. And if you guys hear some knocking, they working on the building out here. So if you guys hear knocking, you'll know what it is. They're doing some renovation in this damn place. This damn microphone work. This microphone set up right. Okay, that'll have to work. You guys ain't got no words in the street, nothing. Nobody got nothing on their mind right now. Then I'll go into what I was going to talk about last night. Ain't nobody got nothing happening out in these streets. Say Roy Olive got 15 years for killing that boy, that black boy. Was that Dame Dash is married to a white woman? Hilarious. 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 Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Now, which one is Roy Oliver? Is that the cop out there in Texas who killed the 15-year boy? Was that the dude who killed the There's so many killings with children of our children. I can't keep up with the cops. Ages what? Of course, because you got a lot of self-hate. You got a lot of self-hate, Ms. Jones, with them making these mulatto children. Yeah, okay, yeah, that was a cop in Texas. All right. Hold on, Betty Shelby's teaching a class. What you, is that what you said? Betty Shelby's teaching a class to other cops how to murder people. What did he get? That's the question. I never trust until I see him in one of those jumpsuits. What did he get? But the Egyptians never got right. Now that's part of that's part of Chancellor Williams' work. That's not right. That's not right concerning the destruction of black civilization. You don't really get whiteness until you get the Greeks coming in 335 BCE. You don't got that. That Kemet stayed black all the way up to then, all the way. Even when the new it started out at 23rd, 24th dynasty. They started allowing some white people to come in, but that's when the Nubians came in there and just took the whole thing over again. The Nubians came in and just took it all over. They didn't go to war. They just went up there and took the whole and took Kemet back over. No, he's not gonna serve no full 15 years. What? If we don't keep our eyes on him, he might do 3 at best. Get the rest out for time served and good behavior. They're not gonna let that man stay in there no 15 years. The system's not. And they're killing people. That shit crazy. Yeah, he'll be out in 7. I don't think it. Yeah, max. I don't think he's gonna do 7. I think he's gonna do 3. I think he's gonna do 3 to 4 years. And the other's gonna be the good time served and good behavior. The system's not gonna allow him to stay in prison that long. Well, anyway, since we're talking, okay. I want to share this, like I said, share this video. Just listen to it. Here we go. How the hell? This thing kicked me out of here or something. Not going to put it on YouTube. Sure. I just play this while we still talking. I want to finally get through this thing here. Because I want to address some of the key points in this. It's a lot to do with that Anunnaki nonsense. They're not one of the same people. Timelines don't make up, don't add up. The writings don't add up. Because those here is actually telling you how to go back to being a spiritual God again. Letting you know what happened. How you can get out of here. I'm going to play them.
Thoth was an immortal. That is, he had conquered death.
I'm going to go back to here. Hold on. Play.
The men of the south.
What is that?
Lest my course fall upon ye.
Hold on.
Remember.
Let's see, go back to the beginning. Okay, here we go. I want to talk about this as we talking in the chat room. Damn, play. Why does it keep doing this? Why does it keep...
Knowledge must develop the intellectual side of his nature. And so...
Let's do that now. Oh, this thing is crazy. Hold on. I want it to stay play when I say play.
Get the light of your own consciousness. Voice of the Brotherhood. The history of the tablets translated is strange and beyond the belief of modern scientists. Their antiquity is stupendous, dating back some 36,000 years BC.
Now,
the writer is Thoth, an Atlantean priest king.
Now, these tablets go back, because they do exist, 36,000 years ago. Now, to merge that with this Anunnaki shit, it doesn't merge time.
To Cheops. In it, he incorporated his knowledge of the ancient wisdom, and also securely secreted records and instruments of ancient Atlantis. For some 16,000 years, he ruled the ancient race of...
Now that I know that what the pyramids were used for, some time ago, so I know he built them. I used to think that Tahuti was an imaginary character. A lot of Egyptian stuff. I used to think that stuff was fake. When they showing you dog-headed men and all this stuff, that's real. Let's talk about them genetically modifying humans, making other human beings. When he's saying he created the pyramids and what they used for, that's real. All the stuff we've been taught were myths, not a myth. Because I've proven that's what these pyramids were made for. They were, damn, knocking like shit outside. God damn. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I'm hearing all this damn knocking. I know now that the pyramids were actually built, they were also making life in these pyramids, and they were also coming into the physical and leaving from the physical using the pyramid by being able to decouple, to demagnetize themselves, and then also come back in from the spirit back into the physical by manifesting back into a avatar.
Of Egypt, from approximately 50,000 BC to 36,000 BC. At that time, the ancient barbarous race among which he and his followers had settled had been raised to a high degree of civilization. Thoth was an immortal. That is, he had conquered death, passing only when he willed, and even then, not through death. His vast wisdom made him a ruler over the various Atlantean colonies, including the ones in South and Central America. When the time came for him to leave Egypt, he erected the Great Pyramid.
Now, this is a time when there was nobody on the planet but black people. 36,000 years ago.
In it his records, and appointed guards for his secrets from among the highest of his people. In later times, the descendants of these guards became the Pyramid Priest, by which Thoth was deified as the god of wisdom, the recorder by those in the age of darkness which followed his passing. In legend, the halls of Amenti became the underworld, the halls of the gods, where the soul passed after death for judgment. During later ages, the ego of Thoth passed into the bodies of man in the manner described in the tablets. As such, he incarnated 3 times, in his last being, known as Hermes, the thrice-born. In this incarnation, he left the writings known to modern occultists as the Emerald Tablets, a later and far lesser exposition of the ancient mysteries. The tablets translated in this work are 10, which were left in the Great Pyramid in the custody of the Pyramid Priest. The 10 are divided into 13 parts for the sake of convenience. The last 2 are so great and far-reaching in their import that at present it is forbidden to release them to the world at large. However, in those contained herein are secrets which will prove of inestimable value to the serious student. They should be read not once but 100 times, for only thus can the true meaning be revealed. A casual reading will give only glimpses of beauty, but more intensive study will open avenues of wisdom to the seeker. But now a word as to how these mighty secrets came to be revealed to modern man after being hidden so long. Some 1,300 years BC, Egypt, the ancient Khiam, was in turmoil, and many delegations of priests were sent to other parts of the world. Among these were some of the Pyramid Priests, who carried with them the Emerald Tablets as a talisman, by which they could exercise authority over the less advanced priestcraft of races descended from other Atlantean colonies. The tablets were understood from legend to give the bearer authority from Thoth. The particular group of priests bearing the tablets emigrated to South America, where they found a flourishing race, the Mayas, who remembered much.
And the Mayans were
among these,
were
the
black.
priests settled and remained.
The Mayans were black.
In the 10th century, the Mayas had thoroughly
They were
settled
not no
the
mestizos. They were black
The
people.
tablets were placed beneath the altar of one of the great temples of the sun god. After the
And all those
conquest of the
pyramids
Mayans
in
by the
Mexico
Spaniards,
and
the cities
below
were
Mexico and
abandoned,
Honduras
and the
and
treasures of the
Guatemala
public
were
forgotten.
built by black people.
It should be understood that the Great Pyramid of Egypt has been, and still is, a temple of the initiation into the mysteries. Jesus, Solomon, Apollonius, and others were initiated there. The writer, who has a connection with the Great White Lodge, which also works through the pyramid priesthood, was instructed to recover and return to the Great Pyramids, the ancient tablets. This, after adventures which need not be detailed here, was accomplished. Before returning them, he was given permission to translate and retain a copy of the wisdom engraved on the tablets. This was done in 1925, and only now has permission been given for part to be published. It is expected that many will scoff, yet the true student will read between the lines and gain wisdom. If the light is in you, the light which is engraved in these tablets will respond. Now a word as to the material aspect of the tablets. They consist of 12 tablets of emerald green, formed from a substance created through alchemical transmutation. They are imperishable, resistant to all elements and substances. In effect, the atomic and cellular structure is fixed, no change ever taking place. In this respect, they violate the material law of ionization. Upon them are engraved characters in the ancient Atlantean language, characters which respond to attuned thought waves, releasing the associated mental vibration in the mind of the reader. The tablets are fastened together with hoops of golden-colored alloy, suspended from a rod of the same material. So much for the material appearance. The wisdom contained therein is a foundation of the ancient mysteries, and for the one who reads with open eyes and mind, his wisdom shall be increased 100-fold. Read, believe or not, but read, and the vibration found herein will awaken a response in your soul. In Cosmic Harmony, Doriel, Supreme Voice of the Brotherhood.
See, he's mentioned everything about vibration. How everything in the universe vibrates. Everything moves.
In the following pages, I will reveal some of the mysteries which as yet have only been touched upon lightly, either by myself or other teachers or students of truth. Man's search for understanding of the laws which regulate his life has been unending, yet always just beyond the veil which shields the higher planes from material man's vision, the truth has existed, ready to be assimilated by those who enlarge their vision by turning inward, not outward, in their search. In the silence of material senses lies the key to the unveiling of wisdom. He who talks does not know. He who knows does not talk. The highest knowledge is unutterable, for it exists as an entity in lanes which transcend all material words or symbols. All symbols are but keys to doors leading to truths, and many times the door is not opened because the key seems so great that the things which are beyond it are not visible. If we can understand that all keys, all material symbols are manifestations, are but extensions of a great law and truth, we will begin to develop the vision which will enable us to penetrate beyond the veil. All things in all universes move according to law, and the law which regulates the movement of the planets is no more immutable than the law which regulates the material expressions of man. One of the greatest of all cosmic laws is that which is responsible for the formation of man as a material being. The great aim of the mystery schools of all ages has been to reveal the workings of the law which connect man the material and man the spiritual. The connecting link between the material man and the spiritual man is the intellectual man, for the mind partakes of both the material and immaterial qualities. The aspirant for higher knowledge must develop the intellectual side of his nature, and so strengthen his will that he is able to concentrate all powers of his being on and in the plane he desires. The great search for light, life, and love only begins on the material plane. Carried to its ultimate, its final goal is complete oneness with the universal consciousness. The foundation in the material is the first step. Then comes the higher goal of spiritual attainment. In the following pages, I will give an interpretation of the emerald tablets and their secret, hidden, and esoteric meanings. Concealed in the words of Thoth are many meanings that do not appear on the surface. Light of knowledge brought to bear upon the tablets will open many new fields for thought. Read and be wise, but only if the light of your own consciousness awakens the deep-seated understanding, which is an inherent quality of the soul. In the Threefold Light, Doreo. Emerald Tablet 1. The History of Thoth, the Atlantean. I, Thoth, the Atlantean, master of mysteries, keeper of records, mighty king, magician, living from generation to generation, being about to pass into the halls of Amenti, set down for the guidance of those that are to come after, these records of the mighty wisdom of the great Atlantis.
You also got to understand
In the
you were
great
much
city
more
of
advanced
Tyr,
back then. You
on
were
the island of
advanced
Undal,
beings.
in a time far past. I
Much
began
more
this
advanced than you are
incarnation.
now.
Not as the little men of the present age did the mighty ones of Atlantis live and die, but rather from eon to eon did they renew their life in the halls of Amenti, where the river of life flows eternally onward. 100 times 10 have I descended the dark way that led into light, and as many times have I ascended from the darkness into the light, my strength and power renewed. Now for a time I descend, and the men of Cam shall know me no more. But in a time yet unborn will I rise again, mighty and potent, requiring an accounting of those left behind me. Then beware, O men of Cam, if ye falsely betrayed my teaching, for I shall cast ye down from your high estate into the darkness of the caves from whence ye came. Betray not my secrets to the men of the north or the men of the south, lest my course fall upon ye. Remember and heed my
It has
words,
nothing to do with them.
for surely will I return again and
I had my
require
damn
of
mic
thee
off. Shit, hold on.
that which ye guard.
I had my
Aye,
damn
even
mic
from
off
beyond
talking shit. Hold
time
on.
and from beyond
Yeah, you
death
said the
will I
white people
return,
thought it was about them. They did
rewarding
not
and
even
punishing
exist.
as ye have
Has nothing to do
required
with them. They
trust.
did not even exist 50,000 years
Great were my
ago.
people in the
There
ancient
were no
days,
white people
great
on the
beyond
planet.
conception of the little people now around me.
There were no white
Most
people.
of all,
Everybody's black at this time.
seeking far
There
within
are
their
no
heart
Asians. They
infinity
weren't created.
knowledge
Was no
that
white
belonged
people.
to
They were
earth's
not
youth.
created. Were no East Indians. This is
These
all
were
about
we,
black
with
people.
the wisdom of the children of light,
But of
who
course
dwell
they're gonna
among us.
they try to make it about them.
Strong
Has
were
nothing to
we,
do with
the
them. They
power
didn't
drawn from
exist.
the eternal fire. And of all these, greatest among the children of men was my father, Thothme,
They did not
keeper of the
exist.
great temple,
And you can say,
linked
and that's
between the children of
genetically.
light who dwelt within the temple, and the races of men who inhabited the 10 islands. Mouthpiece after the 3 of the dweller of the Unal, speaking to the kings with a voice that must be obeyed. Grew I there from a child into manhood, being taught by my father the elder mysteries, until in time there grew within the fire of wisdom, until it burst into a consuming flame. Naught desired I but the attainment of wisdom, until on a great day the command came from the dweller of the temple that I be brought before him. Few there were among the children of men who had looked upon that mighty face and lived, for not as the sons of men are the children of light when they are not incarnate in a physical body. Chosen was I from the sons of men, taught by the dweller, so that his purposes might be fulfilled, purposes yet unborn in the womb of time. Long ages I dwelt in the temple, learning ever and yet ever more wisdom, until I too approached the light emitting from the great fire. Taught me he the path to Amenti, the underworld where the great king sits upon his throne of might. Deep I bowed my homage before the lords of life and the lords of death, receiving as my gift the key of life. Free was I of the halls of Amenti, bound not by death.
Exactly,
but
Gigi, because
circled
that's
by
what you are. You're children of light.
For
That's
to
what
the
you are. You're
stars I
light
journeyed
beings.
until space and time
And
became
you got
as
to
naught.
relearn that again. He's
Then,
talking
having
about, see,
drunk deep of the cup of wisdom, I looked into the hearts of men, and
he's
there
talking about
found
leaving
I
leaving his
greater
body.
mysteries,
And hold on.
and was glad.
Wait. See,
For
he's,
only in the search for truth could my soul be stilled, and the flame within be quenched.
see, he's talking about leaving his body. Understand how I tell you guys about sun gazing, leading your body as a child of the light? Exactly. He's going to teach you how he's able to leave his body and go and understand that the universe is full of life. He was talking about all these black people, different cultures on different planets. He's talking about, he said some were super advanced and others were not because everybody has a different time period when they reach certain parts of certain types of consciousness. He was talking about going past planets and seeing black people so advanced that they were making whole cities out of the ether with light, working light. He talking about, well, I'll let him talk. I'm not going to keep shutting it out. He's going to talk about how he went through one advanced society and saw these black people making whole cities from the ether, from light. But they didn't do it with their hands. They made it with light. That's what he's talking about. And this is what you can do. That's what he's letting you know. These are your gifts from the all. This is your right from the all. Oh, what's going on, G-Man? How you doing? I know you. Okay, you on this side. What's going on, G-Man? How you doing, brother?
Down through the ages I lived, seeing those around me taste of the cup of death and return again in the light of life. Gradually, from the kingdoms of Atlantis, past waves of consciousness that had been one with me.
He's talking about being reincarnated
by spawn of a lower star.
and not having to be
in obedience
reincarnated.
to the law, the word of the Master grew into flower. Downward into darkness turned the thoughts of the Atlanteans, until at last, in his wrath, arose from his Aguanti the dweller, the word calling the power. Deep in earth's heart, the sons of Amenti heard, and hearing, directed the changing of the flower of fire that burns eternally, changing and shifting, using the Logos, until that great fire changed its direction. Over the world then broke the great waters, drowning and sinking, changing earth's balance, until only the temple of light was left standing on the great mountain of Undal, still rising out of the water. Some there were who were living, saved from the rush of the fountains. Called to me then the Master, saying, Gather ye together, my people. Take them by the arts ye have learned of far across the waters, until ye reach the land of the hairy barbarians, dwelling in caves of the desert. Follow there the plan that ye know of. Gathered I then my people, and entered the great ship of the Master. Upward we rose into the morning. Dark beneath us lay the temple. Suddenly over it rose the waters, vanished from earth, until the time appointed was the great temple. Fast we fled toward the sun of the morning, until beneath us lay the land of the children of Chem. Raging they came with cudgels and spears, lifted in anger, seeking to slay and utterly destroy the sons of Atlantis. Then raised I my staff and directed a ray of vibration, striking them still in their tracks, as fragments of stone of the mountain. Then spoke I to them in words calm and peaceful, telling them of the might of Atlantis, saying we were children of the sun and its messengers. Cowed I them by my display of magic science, until at my feet they groveled when I released them. Long dwelt we in the land of Cam, long and yet long again, until obeying the commands of the Master, who while sleeping yet lives eternally, I sent from me the sons of Atlantis, sent them in many directions, that from the womb of time wisdom might rise again in her children. Long time dwelt I in the land of Cam, doing great works by the wisdom within me. Upward grew into the light of knowledge the children of Cam, watered by the rains of my wisdom. Blasted I then a path.
Now, every time you listen to this, you'll get more and more knowledge from what you hear.
Living from age to age as son of Atlantis, keeping the wisdom, preserving the records. Great grew the sons of Cam, conquering the people around them, growing slowly upwards in soul force. Now for a time I go from among them into the dark halls of Amenti, deep in the halls of the earth, before the lords of the powers, face to face once again with the dweller. Raised I high over the entrance, a doorway, a gateway leading down to Amenti. Few there would be with courage to dare it, few past the portal to dark Amenti. Raised over the passage I, a mighty pyramid, using the power that overcomes earth force. Deep and yet deeper placed I a force house or chamber. From it carved I a circular passage, reaching almost to the great summit. There in the apex sit I, the crystal, sending the ray into the time-space, drawing the force from out of the ether, concentrating upon the gateway to Amenti. Other chambers I built and left vacant to all seeming, yet hidden within them are the keys to Amenti. He who in courage would dare the
So he's
dark
telling you
roads,
he's making the
let him be
pyramids
purified
out of
first
ether,
by
out of
long
light.
fasting.
From the
Lying
light,
in
how he made the pyramids.
sarcophagus
What
of
he's saying.
stone in my chamber, then to reveal I to him the great mysteries. Soon shall he follow to where I shall meet him. Even in the darkness of earth shall I meet him. I, Thoth, Lord of wisdom, meet him and hold him, and dwell with him always. Built I the great pyramid, patterned after the pyramid of earth force, burning eternally, so that it, too, might remain through the ages.
Earth force.
In it
He's
I built
talking
my
about
knowledge of magic
volcanoes.
science, so that it might be here when again I return from Amenti. Aye, while I sleep in the halls of Amenti, my soul roaming free will incarnate, dwell among men in this form or another. Emissary on earth am I of the dweller, fulfilling his commands so man might be lifted. Now return I to the halls of Amenti, leaving behind me some of my wisdom. Preserve ye and keep ye the command of the dweller. Lift ever upwards your eyes toward the light. Surely in time ye are one with the Master. Surely by right ye are one with the Master. Surely by right ye are one with the All. Now I depart from ye. Know my commandments, keep them, and be them, and I will be with you, helping and guiding you into the light. Now before me opens the portal. Go I down in the darkness of night. Emerald Tablet 2, The Halls of Amenti. Deep in the earth's heart lie the halls of Amenti, far neath the islands of sunken Atlantis, halls of the dead and halls of the living, bathed in the fire of the infinite all. Far in a past time, lost in the space-time, the children of light look down on the world. See the children of men in their bondage, bound by the force that came from beyond. Know they that only by freedom from bondage could man ever rise from the earth to the sun. Down they descended and created bodies, taking the semblance of men as their own. The masters of everything said, after their forming, "We are they who were formed from the space dust, partaking of life from the infinite all,
From the space dust.
living in the world as
That's where
children
you
of
came
light.
from.
Light, and
Galaxies,
yet
space
unlike
dust,
children of men.
galaxies, formed from space
For a
dust,
dwelling place
formed
far
from
beneath the earth's
galaxies.
crust, blasted great spaces they, by their power. Spaces apart from the children of men, surrounded them by forces and power, shielded from harm, they the halls of the dead. Side by side, then, placed they other spaces, filled them with life, and with light from above. Builded they, then, the halls of Amenti, that they might dwell eternally there, living with life to eternity's end.
Because they believe everything's about
32 were there of the children, sons of light, who had come
They've been
among
told
men,
that they haven't always
seeking to free
existed,
from
even though they
bondage
hear
and
their
darkness
signs.
those who were
They
bound
never tell
by
them
the
that.
force from beyond. Deep in the
They
halls
didn't
of earth
exist.
grew a flower, flaming, expanding, driving backward the night.
But they
Placed
put
in
their
the center,
face on
a ray
everything.
of great
So
potence,
the
life-giving,
regular white person believes
life-giving,
everything's about
filling
them.
with power all who came near
They
it.
live in a
Placed
delusional
they around
reality,
thrones,
Miss Jones,
32,
a delusional
places for each of the
existence.
children of light, placed so that they were bathed in the radiance,
They
filled
can't
with
even
the
deal with the light
of the
now.
eternal light.
Oh.
There, time after time, placed they their first created bodies, so that they might be filled with the spirit of life. 100 years out of each 1,000.
I'm just eating salad. Since they got power 400 years ago, they designed the world in their image. The world is all fucked up because they're fucked up people. And through that time, it's been a slow, unending. What's the word I want to use? Slow, unending campaign to reshape the world where they have always been here. That everybody who's ever existed is them. They're everything. They're everybody. They're the most wicked people on the planet. Because they were created to be that way. But they've now assumed everybody's identity. It's hilarious. See, they want to talk about their about thought. They did not exist. And this is genetics. White people don't come on the planet till 6,500 years ago. That's in the genetics. Thoth was here 50,000 years ago to 36,000 years ago. They didn't exist because they're going to put their even they know he's a black man, but they don't care. Well, they'll try to say, well, now he's an Anunnaki. He was a bird person. As Quato Mutra even told you about the Anunnaki, they're black too. They're black, and they would and to say that they got here 4,000 years, 400,000 years ago, whatever. If that's true, I haven't merged it together yet, so I don't make you talking about it. Guess what? They would be black too, because didn't know white people exist, didn't know Asian exist, and didn't know East Indians exist. Those are the three races that on the planet. Everybody else is a miscegenation of those three races, okay? But only people here were black people. So everything ancient is black people. That's a fact. So I only read the comments because it's delusional. It's white craziness. They know they couldn't hop. Thoth is talking about high spirituality. White people done nothing but kill, rape, murder since they've been on the planet. None of them have ever been spiritual. None of them ever. They know the beginning of spirituality always goes back to Africa. They'll tell you about some goddamn Indian yogi who ain't shit. The Indians are just as fucked up as the white man. He was created from the white man was created from the Indian. The Indian is just as fucked up and racist and shit. How's he gonna be spiritual? He can't even treat his fellow man right. But they're talking about the yogi and all this old stupid ass shit. They're just as fucked up as the cracker. There's no dime bit of difference between any of them. And the yoga came from Kush. Kush is the old Nubian empire. That's where yogi teachings came from black people. All spirituality came from black people. So, of course, Thoth was what? Black. Because I told you, black is a frequency. It's not a color. So when you come here from the light, merge into the physical, you're going to be black. Huh? How about that? We know Asians can't stand in the light. White people can't stand in the light. You can't be a light being and you can't be part of the light. It's just that simple.
Must the life-giving light flame forth on their bodies, quickening, awakening the spirit of life. There in the circle from eon to eon sit the great masters, living a life not known among men. There in the halls of life they lie sleeping, free flows their soul through the bodies of men. Time after time, while their bodies lie sleeping, incarnate they in the bodies of men. Teaching and
This
guiding
must
onward
be
and
like
upward,
you eat the
out of
light.
darkness into the light. There in the hall of life, filled with their wisdom, known not to the races of man, living forever neath the cold fire of life, sit the children of light. Times there are when they awaken, come from the depths to be lights among men, infinite they among finite. He who by progress has grown from the darkness, lifted himself from the night into light, free is he, made of the halls of Amenti, free of the flower of light and of life. Guided he then by wisdom and knowledge, passes from man to the master of life. There he may dwell as one with the masters, free from the bonds of the darkness of night. Seated within the flower of radiance sit 7 lords from the space-time above us, helping and guiding through infinite wisdom, the pathway through time of the children of men. Mighty and strange they, veiled with their power, silent, all-knowing, drawing the life force, different yet one with the children of men. Aye, different, and yet one with the children of light. Custodians and watchers of the force of man's bondage, ready to loose when the light has been reached. First and most mighty sits the veiled presence, Lord of lords, the infinite nine over the others from each cosmic cycle, weighing and watching the progress of men. Under he sit the lords of the cycles, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, each with his own mission, each with his power, guiding, directing the destiny of man. There sit they, mighty and potent, free of all time and space. Not of this world they, yet akin to it, elder brothers they, of the children of men, judging and weighing, they with their wisdom, watching the progress light among men. There before them was I, led by the dweller, watched him blend with one from above. Then from he came forth a voice saying, Great thou art, Thoth, among children of men. Free henceforth of the halls of Amenti, master of life among children of men. Taste not of death except as thou will it, drink thou of life to eternity's end. Henceforth forever is life, thine for the taking. Henceforth is death at the call of thy hand. Dwell here or leave here when thou desireth. Free is Amenti to the Son of Man. Take thou up life in what form thou desireth, child of the light that has grown among men. Choose thou thy work, for all souls must labor, never be free from the pathway of light. One step thou hast gained on the long pathway upward. Infinite now is the mountain of light. Each step thou taketh but heightens the mountain. All of thy progress but lengthens the goal. Approach ye, ever the infinite wisdom, ever before thee recedes the goal. Free are ye made now of the halls of Amenti, to walk hand in hand with the lords of the world, one in one purpose, working together, bringers of light to the children of men. Then from his throne came one of the masters, taking my hand and leading me onward through all the halls of the deep hidden land. Led he me through the halls of Amenti, showing the mysteries that are known not to man. Through the dark passage, downward he led me into the hall, where sits the dark death. Vast as space lay the great hall before me, walled by darkness, but yet filled with light. Before me arose a great throne of darkness, veiled on it, seated a figure of night. Darker than darkness sat the great figure, dark with the darkness not of night. Before it then paused the Master, speaking the word that brings about life, saying, O Master of darkness, guide of the way from life unto life, before thee I bring a son of the morning. Touch him not ever with the power of night. Call not his flame to the darkness of night. Know him and see him, one of our brothers, lifted from darkness into the light. Release thou his flame from its bondage. Free let it flame through the darkness of night. Raise then the hand of the figure. Forth came a flame that grew clear and bright, rolled back swiftly the curtain of darkness, unveiled the hall from the darkness of night. Then grew in the great space before me flame after flame from the veil of the night. Uncounted millions leaped they before me, some flaming forth as flowers of fire. Others there were that shed a dim radiance, glowing but faintly from out of the night. Some there were that fade swiftly, others that grew from a small spark of light, each surrounded by its own dim veil of darkness, yet flaming with a light that could never be quenched. Coming and going like fireflies in springtime, filled they the space with light and with life. Then spoke a voice mighty and solemn, saying, These are lights that are souls among men, growing and fading, existing forever, changing, yet living through death into life. When they have bloomed into flower, reached the zenith of growth in their life, Swiftly then send I my veil of darkness, shrouding and changing to new forms of life. Steadily upward throughout the ages, growing, expanding into yet greater flame, lighting the darkness with yet greater power, quenched yet unquenched by the veil of the night. So grows the soul of man ever upward, quenched yet unquenched by the darkness of night. I, death, come, and yet I remain not, for life eternal exists in the all. Only an obstacle, I, in the pathway, quick to be conquered by the infinite light. Awaken, O flame that burns ever inward, flame forth and conquer the veil of the night. Then in the midst of the flames in the darkness grew there one that drove forth the night, flaming, expanding, ever brighter, until at last was nothing but light. Then spoke my guide, the voice of the Master. See your own soul as it grows in the light, free now forever from the Lord of the night. Forward he led me through my great spaces, filled with the mysteries of the children of light, mysteries that man may never yet know of until he, too, is a son of the light. Backward then he led me into the light of the hall of the light. Knelt I before the great masters, lords of all, from the cycles above. Spoke he then with words of great power, saying, Thou hast made me free of the halls of Amenti. Choose thou thy work among the children of men. Then spoke I, O great Master, let me be a teacher of men, leading them onward and upward until they too are lights among men, freed from the veil of the light that surrounds them, flaming with light that shall shine among men. Spoke to me then the voice, Go as ye will, so be it decreed. Master are ye of your destiny, free to take or reject at will. Take ye the power, take ye the wisdom, shine as a light among the children of men. Upward then led me the dweller. Dwelt I again among children of men, teaching and showing some of my wisdom. Son of the light, a fire among men. Now again I tread the path downward, seeking the light in the darkness of night. Hold ye, and keep ye, preserve my record, guide shall it be to the children of men. Emerald Tablet 3, The Key of Wisdom. I, Thoth, the Atlantean, give of my wisdom, give of my knowledge, give of my power. Freely I give to the children of men. Give that they too might have wisdom to shine through the world from the veil of the night. Wisdom is power, and power is wisdom, one with each other, perfecting the whole. Be thou not proud, O man, in thy wisdom. Discourse with the ignorant as well as the wise. If one comes to thee full of knowledge, listen and heed, for wisdom is all. Keep thou not silent when evil is spoken, for truth, like the sunlight, shines above all. He who oversteppeth the law shall be punished, for only through law comes the freedom of men. Follow thine heart during thy lifetime. Do thou more than is commanded of thee. When thou hast gained riches, follow thou thine heart. For all these are of no avail if thine heart is weary. Diminish thou not the time of following thine heart. It is abhorred of the soul. They that are guided go not astray, but they that are lost cannot find a straight path. If thou go among men, make for thyself love, the beginning and end of the heart. If one cometh unto thee for counsel, let him speak freely, for the thing which he hath come to thee may be done. If he hesitates to open his heart to thee, it is because thou, the judge, doeth the wrong. Repeat thou not extravagant speech, neither listen thou to it, for it is the utterance of one not in equilibrium. Speak thou not of it, so that he, before thee, may know wisdom. Silence is of great profit. An abundance of speech profiteth nothing. Exalt not thine heart above the children of men, lest it be brought lower than the dust. If thou be great among men, be honored for knowledge and gentleness. If thou seekest to know the nature of a friend, Ask not his companion, but pass a time alone with him. Debate with him, testing his heart by his words and his bearing. That which goeth into the storehouse must come forth, and the things that are thine must be shared with a friend. Knowledge is regarded by the fool as ignorance, and the things that are profitable to him are hurtful. He liveth in death. It is therefore his food. The wise man lets his heart overflow, but keeps silent his mouth. O man, list to the voice of wisdom, list to the voice of light. Mysteries there are in the cosmos that unveiled fill the world with their light. Let he who would be free from the bonds of darkness first divine the material from the immaterial, the fire from the earth. For know ye that as earth descends to earth, so also fire ascends unto fire, and becomes one with fire. He who knows the fire that is within himself shall ascend into the eternal fire, and dwell in it eternally. Fire, the inner fire, is the most potent of all force, for it overcometh all things, and penetrates into all things of the earth. Man supports himself only on that which resists. So earth must resist man, else he existeth not. All eyes do not see with the same vision, for one object appears of one form and color, and to a different eye of another. So also the infinite fire, changing from color to color, is never the same from day to day. Thus speak I, Thoth, of my wisdom, for man is a fire burning bright through the night. Never is quenched in the veil of darkness, never is quenched by the veil of night. Hark ye, O man, and listen to this wisdom. Where do name and form cease? Only in consciousness, invisible, an infinite force of radiant bright. The forms that ye create by brightening thy vision are truly effects that follow thy cause. Man is a star bound to a body, until in the end he is freed through his strife. Only struggle and toiling thy utmost shall the star within thee bloom out in new life. He who knows the commencement of all things, free is his star from the realms of night. Remember, O man, that all which exists is only another form of that which exists not. Everything that has being is passing into yet another being, and thou thyself art not an exception. Consider the law, for all is law. Seek not that which is not the law, for such exist only in the illusions of the senses. Wisdom cometh to all her children, even as they cometh unto wisdom. All through the ages the light has been hidden. Awake, O man, and be wise. Deep in the mysteries of life have I traveled, seeking and searching for that which is hidden. List ye, O man, and be wise. Far neath the earth crust, in the halls of Mente, mysteries I saw that are hidden from men. Oft have I journeyed the deep hidden passage, looked on the light that is life among men. There neath the flowers of life ever living, searched I the hearts and the secrets of men. Found I that man is but leaving darkness, light of the great fire is hidden within. Before the lords of hidden Amente learned I the wisdom I give unto men. Masters are they of the great secret wisdom, brought from the future of infinity's end. 7 are they, the lords of Amenti, overlords they of the children of morning, sons of the cycles, masters of wisdom. Formed are not they as the children of men? 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9 are the titles of the masters of men. Far from the future, formless yet forming, came they as teachers for the children of men. Live they forever, yet not of the living, bound not to life, and yet free from death. Rule they forever with infinite wisdom, bound yet not bound to the dark halls of death. Life they have in them, yet life that is not life. Free from all are the lords of all. Forth from them came forth the Logos, instruments they of the power o'er all. Vast is their countenance, yet hidden in smallness, formed by a forming, known yet unknown. 3 holds the key of all hidden magic, creator he of the halls of the dead, sending forth power, shrouding with darkness, binding the souls of the children of men, sending the darkness, binding the soul force, director of negative to the children of men. For is he who looses the power, Lord he of life to the children of men. Light is his body, flame is his countenance, freer of souls to the children of men. 5 is the Master, the Lord of all magic, key to the word that resounds among men. 6 is the Lord of light, the hidden pathway, part of the souls of the children of men. 7 is he who is Lord of the vastness, master of space and the key of the times. 8 is he who orders the progress, weighs and balances the journey of men. 9 is the Father, vast he of countenance, forming and changing from out of the formless. Meditate on the symbols I give thee. Keys are they, though hidden from men. Reach ever upward, O soul of the morning. Turn thy thoughts upward to light and to life. Find in the keys of the numbers I bring thee, light on the pathway from life unto life. Seek ye with wisdom. Turn thy thoughts inward. Close not thy mind to the flower of light. Place in thy body a thought-formed picture. Think of the numbers that lead thee to life. Clear is the pathway to he who has wisdom. Open the door to the kingdom of light. Pour forth thy flame as a sun of the morning. Shut out the darkness and live in the day. Take thee, O man, as part of thy being. The 7 who are but are not as they seem. Opened, O man, have I my wisdom. Follow the path in the way I have led. Masters of wisdom, son of the morning, light and life to the children of men. Emerald Tablet 4, the Spaceborn. List ye, O man, to the voice of wisdom. List to the voice of Thoth, the Atlantean. Freely I give to thee of my wisdom, gathered from the time and space of this cycle. Master of mysteries, son of the morning, Thoth, the teacher of men, is of all. Long time ago, I in my childhood lay 'neath the stars on long-buried Atlantis, dreaming of mysteries far above man. Then in my heart grew there a great longing to conquer the pathway that led to the stars. Year after year, I sought after wisdom, seeking new knowledge, following the way, until at last my soul, in great travail, broke from its bondage and bounded away. Free was I from the bondage of earth-men, free from the body. I flashed through the night. Unlocked at last for me was the star-space. Free was I from the bondage of night. Now to the end of space sought I wisdom, far beyond knowledge of finite men. Far into space my soul traveled freely to infinity's circle of light. Strange, beyond knowledge were some of the planets, great and gigantic, beyond dreams of men. Yet found I law in all of its beauty, working through and among them as here among men. Flashed forth my soul through infinity's beauty. Far through space I flew with my thoughts. Rested I there on a planet of beauty. Strains of harmony filled all the air. Shapes there were, moving in order, great and majestic as stars in the night. Mounting in harmony, ordered equilibrium, symbols of the cosmic like unto law. Many the stars I passed in my journey, many the races of men on their worlds, some reaching high as stars of the morning, some falling low in the blackness of night. Each and all of them struggling upward, gaining the heights and plumbing the depths, moving at times in realms of brightness, living through darkness, gaining the light. Know, O man, that light is thine heritage. Know that darkness is only a veil. Sealed in thine heart is brightness eternal, waiting the moment of freedom to conquer, waiting to rend the veil of the night. Some I found who had conquered the ether, free of space were they, while yet they were men, using the force that is the foundation of all things. Far in space constructed they a planet, drawn by the force that flows through the all, condensing, coalescing the ether into forms that grew as they willed. Outstripping in science they, all of the races, mighty in wisdom, sons of the stars. Long time I paused, watching their wisdom, saw them create from out of the ether cities gigantic of rose and gold, formed forth from the primal element, base of all matter, the ether far flung. Far in the past they had conquered the ether, freed themselves from the bondage of toil, formed in their mind only a picture, and swiftly created it grew. Forth then my soul sped throughout the cosmos, seeing ever new things and old, learning that man is truly space-born, a son of the sun, a child of the stars. Know ye, O man, whatever form ye inhabit, surely it is one with the stars. Thy bodies are nothing but planets revolving around their central suns. When ye have gained the light of all wisdom, free shall ye be to shine in the ether, one of the suns that light outer darkness, one of the space-born grown into light. Just as the stars in time lose their brilliance, light passing from them into the great source, so, O man, thy soul passes onward, leaving behind the darkness of night. Formed forth ye from the primal ether, filled with the brilliance that flows from the source, bound by the ether coalesced around, yet ever it flames until at last it is free. Lift up your flame from out of the darkness, fly from the night, and ye shall be free. Traveled I through the space-time, knowing my soul at last was set free, knowing that now I might pursue wisdom, until at last I passed to a plane hidden from knowledge, known not to wisdom, extension beyond all that we know. Now, O man, when I had this knowing, happy my soul grew, for now I was free. Listen, ye space-born, list to my wisdom. Know ye not that ye too will be free? List ye again, O man, to my wisdom, that hearing ye too might live and be free. Not of the earth are ye, earthy, but child of the infinite cosmic light. Now to ye I give knowledge, freedom to walk in the path I have trod, showing ye truly how by my striving I trod the path that leads to the stars. Hark ye, O man, and know of thy bondage. Know how to free thyself from the toils. Out of the darkness shall ye rise upward, one with the light and one with the stars. Follow ye ever the path of wisdom, only by this can ye rise from below. Ever man's destiny leads him onward into the curves of infinity's all. Know ye, O man, that all space is ordered. Only by order are ye one with the all. Order and balance are the law of the cosmos. Follow, and ye shall be one with the all. He who would follow the pathway of wisdom open must be to the flower of life, extending his consciousness out of the darkness, flowing through time and space in the all. Deep in the silence, first ye must linger, until at last ye are free from desire, free from the longing to speak in the silence. Conquer by silence the bondage of words, abstaining from eating until ye have conquered desire for food. That is bondage of soul. Then lie ye down in the darkness, close ye eyes from the rays of the light. Center thy soul force in the place of thine consciousness, shaking it free from the bonds of the night. Place in thy mind place the image thou desireth. Picture the place thou desireth to see. Vibrate back and forth with thy power. Loosen the soul from out of its night. Fiercely must thou shake with all of thy power, until at last thy soul shall be free. Mighty beyond words is the flame of the cosmic, hanging in planes unknown to man, mighty and balanced, moving in order, music of harmonies, far beyond man. Speaking with music, singing with color, flame from the beginning of eternity's all. Spark of the flame art thou, O my children, burning with color and living with music. List to the voice, and thou shalt be free. Consciousness free is fused with the cosmic, one with the order and law of the all. Knew ye not, man, that out of the darkness light shall flame forth, a symbol of all? Pray ye this prayer for attaining of wisdom. Pray for the coming of light to the all. Mighty Spirit of light that shines through the cosmos, draw my flame closer in harmony to thee. Lift up my fire from out of the darkness, magnet of fire that is one with thee all. Lift up my soul, thou mighty and potent. Child of the light, turn not away. Draw me in power to melt in thy furnace, one with all things and all things in one, fire of the life strain, and one with the brain. When ye have freed thy soul from its bondage, know that for ye the darkness is gone. Ever through space ye may seek wisdom, bound not by fetters forged in flesh. Onward and upward into the morning, free flash, O soul, to the realms of light. Move thou in order, move thou in harmony, freely shalt move with the children of light. Seek ye and know ye my key of wisdom. Thus, O man, ye shall surely be free. Emerald Tablet 5. The Dweller of Unal. Oft dream I of buried Atlantis, lost in the ages that have passed into night. Eon on eon thou existed in beauty, a shining through the darkness of night. Mighty in power, ruling the earth-born, Lord of the earth in Atlantis' day. King of the nations, master of wisdom, light through sun Tau, keeper of the way. Dwelt in his temple the master of Unal, light of the earth in Atlantis' day. Master he from a cycle beyond us, living in bodies as one among men, not as the earth-born, he from beyond us, son of a cycle, advanced beyond men. Know ye, O man, that Horlet, the master, was never one with the children of men. Far in the past time, when Atlantis first grew as a power, appeared there one with the key of wisdom, showing the way of light to all. Showed he to all men the path of attainment, way of the light that flows among men, mastering darkness, leading the man-soul upward to heights that were one with the light. Divided the kingdoms he into sections, 10 were they, ruled by children of men. Upon another built he a temple, built but not by the children of men. Out of the ether called he its substance, molded and formed by the power of Tolan into the forms he built with his mind. Mile upon mile it covered the island, space upon space it grew in its might. Black, yet not black, but dark, like the space-time, deep in its heart the essence of light. Swiftly the temple grew into being, molded and shaped by the word of the dweller, called from the formless into a form. Built he then within it great chambers, filled them with forms called forth from the ether, filled them with wisdom called forth by his mind. Formless was he within his temple, yet he was formed in the image of man, dwelling among them, yet not among them. Strange and far different was he from the children of men. Chose he then from among the people 3 who became his gateway. Chose he the 3 from the highest to become his links with Atlantis. Messengers they who carried his counsel to the kings of the children of men. Brought he forth others and taught them wisdom. Teachers they to the children of men. Placed he them on the island of Undal to stand as teachers of light to men. Each of those who were thus chosen, taught must he be for years 5 and 10. Only thus could he have understanding to being light to the children of men. Thus there came into being the temple, a dwelling place for the master of man. I, Thoth, have ever sought wisdom, searching in darkness and searching in light. Long in my youth I traveled the pathway, seeking ever new knowledge to gain, until after much striving, one of the 3 to me brought the light. Brought he to me the commands of the dweller, called me from darkness into the light. Brought he me before the dweller, deep in the temple before the great fire. There on the great throne beheld I the dweller, clothed with the light and flashing with fire. Down I knelt before that great wisdom, feeling the light flowing through me in waves. Heard I then the voice of the dweller, O darkness, come into the light. Long have ye sought the pathway to the light. Each soul on earth that loosens its fetters shall soon be made free from the bondage of night. Forth from the darkness have ye arisen, closer approached the light of your goal. Here ye shall dwell as one of my children, keeper of records gathered by wisdom. Instrument thou of the light from beyond, ready be thou made to do what is needed. Preserver of wisdom through the ages of darkness that shall come fast on the children of men. Live thee here, and drink of all wisdom. Secrets and mysteries unto thee shall unveil. Then answered I, the master of cycles, saying, O light that descended to men, give thou to me of thy wisdom, that I might be a teacher of men. Give thou of thy light, that I may be free. Spoke then to me again the master, Age after age shall ye live through your wisdom. Aye, when o'er Atlantis the ocean waves roll, holding the light, though hidden in darkness, ready to come whene'er thou shalt call. Go thee now, and learn greater wisdom. Grow thou through light to infinity's all. Long then dwelt I in the temple of the dweller, until at last I was one with the light. Followed I then the path to the star plains. Followed I then the pathway to light. Deep into earth's heart I followed the pathway, learning the secrets below as above, learning the pathway to the halls of Amenti, learning the law that balances the world. To earth's hidden chambers pierced I by my wisdom, deep through the earth's crust into the pathway, hidden for ages from the children of men. Unveiled before me ever more wisdom until I reached a new knowledge, found that all is part of an all, great and yet greater than all that we know. Searched I infinity's heart through the ages, deep and yet deeper, more mysteries I found. Now as I look back through the ages, know I that wisdom is boundless, ever grown greater throughout the ages, one with infinities greater than all. Light there was in ancient Atlantis. Yes, darkness too was hidden in all. Fell from the light into the darkness some who had risen to heights among men. Proud they became because of their knowledge. Proud were they of their place among men. Deep delved they into the forbidden, opened the gateway that led to below. Sought they to gain ever more knowledge, but seeking to bring it up from below. He who descends below must have balance, else he is bound by lack of our light. Opened they then by their knowledge pathways forbidden to men. But in his temple all-seeing, the dweller lay in his Aguanti, which through Atlantis his soul roamed free. Saw he the Atlanteans, by their magic, opening the gateway that would bring to earth a great woe. Fast fled his soul then, back to his body. Up he arose from his Aguanti, called he the three mighty messengers, gave the commands that shattered the world. Deep neath the earth's crust, to the halls of Amenti, swiftly descended the dweller. Called he then on the powers of the seven lords wielded, changed the earth's balance. Down sank Atlantis, beneath the dark waves. Shattered the gateway that had been opened, shattered the doorway that led down below. All of the islands were shattered except Dunal, and part of the island of the sons of the dweller. Preserved he them to be the teachers. Lights on the path for those to come after, lights for the lesser children of man. Called he then, I Thoth before him, gave me commands for all I should do, saying, Take thou, O Thoth, all your wisdom, take all your records, take all your magic. Go thou forth, preserving the records until the time light grows among men. Light shalt thou be all through the ages, hidden yet found by enlightened men. Over all earth give we ye power, free thou to give or take it away. Gather thou now the sons of Atlantis, take them, and flee to the people of the rock caves. Fly to the land of the children of Chem. Then gathered I the sons of Atlantis into the spaceship. I brought all my records, brought the records of sunken Atlantis. Gathered I all my powers, instruments many of mighty magic. Up then we rose on wings of the morning. High we arose above the temple. leaving behind the three and dweller deep in the halls neath the temple. Down neath the waves sank the great temple, closing the pathway to the lords of the cycles. Yet ever to him who has knowing, open shall be the path to Amenti. Fast fled we then on the wings of the morning, fled to the land of the children of Cam. There, by my power, I conquered and ruled them, raised I to light the children of Cam. Deep neath the rocks I buried my spaceship, waiting the time when man might be free. Over the spaceship erected a marker in the form of a lion, yet like unto man. There neath the image rest yet my spaceship, forth to be brought when need shall arise. Know ye, O man, that far in the future invaders shall come out of the deep. Then awake ye who have wisdom. Bring forth my ship and conquer with ease. Deep neath the image lies my secret. Search and find in the pyramid I built. Each to the other is the keystone, each the gateway that leads into life. Follow the key I leave behind me. Seek, and the doorway to life shall be thine. Seek thou in my pyramid, deep in the passage that ends in a wall. Use thou the key of the seven, and open to thee the pathway will fall. Now unto thee I have given my wisdom. Now unto thee I have given my way. Follow the pathway. Solve thou my secrets. Unto thee I have shown the way. Emerald Tablet 6. The Key of Magic. Hark ye, O man, to the wisdom of magic. Hark to the knowledge of powers forgotten. Long, long ago, in the days of the first man, warfare began between darkness and light. Men, then as now, were filled with both darkness and light. And while in some darkness held sway, in others light filled the soul. Aye, age-old is this warfare, the eternal struggle between darkness and light. Fiercely it is fought all through the ages, using strange powers hidden to man. Adepts have there been filled with the blackness, struggling always against the light. But others there are who, filled with brightness, have ever conquered the darkness of night. Where'er ye may be in all ages and planes, surely ye shall know of the battle with night. Long ages ago, the sons of the morning, descending, found the world filled with night. There in that past time began the struggle, the age-old battle of darkness and light. Many in that time were so filled with darkness that only feebly flamed the light from the night. Some there were, masters of darkness, who sought to fill all with their darkness, sought to draw others into their night. Fiercely withstood they, the masters of brightness, fiercely fought they from the darkness of night. Sought they ever to tighten the fetters, the chains that bind man to the darkness of night. Used they always the dark magic brought into man by the power of darkness, magic that enshrouded man's soul with darkness. Banded together in as order, brothers of darkness they through the ages, antagonist they to the children of men. Walked they always secret and hidden, found yet not found by the children of men. Forever they walked and worked in darkness, hiding from the light in the darkness of night. Silently, secretly used they their power, enslaving and binding the souls of man. Unseen they come, and unseen they go. Man in his ignorance calls them from below. Dark is the way the dark brothers travel, dark with the darkness not of the night. Traveling o'er earth, they walk through man's dreams. Power have they gained from the darkness around them to call other dwellers from out of their plane in ways that are dark and unseen by man. Into man's mind space reach the dark brothers. Around it they close the veil of their night. There through its lifetime that soul dwells in bondage, bound by the fathers of the veil of the night. Mighty are they in that forbidden knowledge, forbidden because it is one with the night. Hark ye, O man, and list to my warning. Be ye free from the bondage of night. Surrender not your soul to the brothers of darkness. Keep thy face ever turned toward the light. Know ye not, O man, that your sorrow only has come through the veil of the night. Ay, man, heed ye my warning. Strive ever upward. Turn your soul toward the light. For well know that those who have traveled far toward the sun on their pathway of light have great and yet greater power to bind with darkness the children of light. List ye, O man, to he who comes to you, but weigh in the balance if his words be of light. For many there are who walk in the dark brightness, and yet are not the children of light. Easy it is to follow their pathway, easy to follow the path that they lead. But yes, O man, heed ye my warning. Light comes only to him who strives. Hard is the pathway that leads to the wisdom, hard is the pathway that leads to the light. Many shall ye find as stones in your pathway, many the mountains to climb toward the light. Yet know ye, O man, to him that o'ercometh, free will he be of the pathway of light. Follow ye not the dark brothers ever, always be a child of the light. For know ye, O man, in the end light must conquer, and darkness and night be banished from light. Listen, O man, and heed ye this wisdom. Even as darkness, so is the light. When darkness is banished and all veils are rendered, out there shall flash from the darkness the light. Even as exist among men the dark brothers, so there exist the brothers of light, antagonists they of the brothers of darkness, seeking to free men from the night. Powers have they, mighty and potent. Knowing the law, the planets obey. Work they ever in harmony and order, freeing the man's soul from the bondage of night. Secret and hidden walk they also. Known not are they to the children of men. Yet know that ever they walk with thee, showing the way to the children of men. Ever have they fought the dark brothers, conquered and conquering time without end. Yet always light shall in the end be master, driving away the darkness of night. Ay, man, know ye this knowing, always beside thee walk the children of light. Masters they of the sun power, ever unseen yet the guardians of men. Open to all is their pathway, open to he who will walk in the light. Free are they of dark Amenti, free of the halls where life reigns supreme. Sons are they, and lords of the morning, children of light shine among men. Like man they are, and yet are unlike. Never divided were they in the past. One have they been in oneness eternal, throughout all space since the beginning of time. Up did they come in oneness with the All-One, up from the first space, formed and unformed. Given to man have they secrets that shall guard and protect him from all harm. He who would travel the path of a master, free must he be from the bondage of night. Conquer must he the formless and shapeless. Conquer must he the phantom of fear. Knowing must he gain of all the secrets, travel the pathway that leads through the darkness, yet ever before him keep the light of his goal. Obstacles great shall he meet in the pathway, yet press on to the light of the sun. Hear ye, O man, the sun is the symbol of the light that shines at the end of thy road. Now to thee give I the secrets, how to meet the dark power, meet and conquer the fear from the night. Only by knowing can ye conquer, only by knowing can ye have light. Now I give unto thee the knowledge known to the masters, the knowing that conquers all the dark fears. Use this, the wisdom I give thee. Master thou shalt be of the brothers of night. When unto thee there comes a feeling, drawing thee nearer to the dark gate, examine thine heart, and find if the feeling thou hast has come from within. If thou shalt find the darkness, thine own thoughts, banish them forth from place in thy mind. Send through thy body a wave of vibration, irregular first and regular second, repeating time after time until free. Start the wave force in thy brain center, direct it in waves from thine head to thy foot. But if thou findest thine heart is not darkened, be sure that a force is directed to thee. Only by knowing can thou overcome it. Only by wisdom can thou hope to be free. Knowledge brings wisdom, and wisdom is power. Attain, and ye shall have power o'er all. Seek ye first a place bound with darkness. Place ye a circle round about thee. Stand erect in the midst of the circle. Use thou this formula, and thou shalt be free. Raise thou thy hands to the dark space above thee. Close thou thine eyes, and draw in the light. Call to the Spirit of light through the space-time, using these words, and thou shalt be free. Fill thou my body with spirit of light. Come from the flower that shines through the darkness. Come from the halls where the 7 lords rule. Name them by name. I, the 7, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. By their names I call them to aid me, free me, and save me from the darkness of night. Untanas, Quertus, Chitau, and Goyana, Hortel, Samveta, Ardel. By their names I implore thee, free me from darkness, and fill me with light. Know ye, O man, that when ye have done this, ye shall be free from the fetters that bind ye. Cast off the bondage of the brothers of night. See ye not that the names have the power to free by vibration the fetters that bind? Use them at need to free thou thine brother, so that he too may come forth from the night. Thou, O man, art thy brother's helper. Let him not lie in the bondage of night. Now unto thee give I my magic. Take it and dwell on the pathway of light. Light unto thee, life unto thee. Sun may thou be on the cycle above. Emerald Tablet 7. The 7 Lords. Hark ye, O man, and list to my voice. Open thy mind space and drink of my wisdom. Dark is the pathway of life that ye travel. Many the pitfalls that lie in thy way. Seek ye ever to gain greater wisdom. Attain, and it shall be light on thy way. Open thy soul, O man, to the cosmic, and let it flow in as one with thy soul. Light is eternal, and darkness is fleeting. Seek ye ever, O man, for the light. Know ye that ever as light fills thy being, darkness for thee shall soon disappear. Open thy soul to the brothers of brightness. Let them enter and fill thee with light. Lift up thine eyes to the light of the cosmos. Keep thou ever thy face to the goal. Only by gaining the light of all wisdom art thou one with the infinite goal. Seek ye ever the oneness eternal. Seek ye ever the light of the goal. Light is infinite, and light is finite, separate only by darkness in man. Seek ye to rend the veil of the darkness. Bring thou together the light into one. Hear ye, O man, listen to my voice, singing the song of light and of life. Throughout all space light is prevalent, encompassing all with its banners of flame. Seek ye forever in the veil of darkness. Somewhere ye shall surely find light. Hidden and buried, lost to man's knowledge, deep in the finite the infinite exist. Lost but existing, flowing through all things, living in all, is the infinite brain. In all space there is only one wisdom. Though seeming divided, it is one in the one. All that exists comes forth from the light, and the light comes forth from the all. Everything created is based upon order. Law rules the space where the infinite dwells. Forth from equilibrium came the great cycles, moving in harmony toward infinity's end. Know ye, O man, that far in the space-time, infinity itself shall pass into change. Hear ye, and list to the voice of wisdom. Know that all is of all evermore. Know that through time thou may pursue wisdom, and find evermore light on the way. Aye, thou shalt find that ever receding, thy goal shall elude thee from day unto day. Long time ago in the halls of Amenti, I, Thoth, stood before the lords of the cycles. Mighty they in their aspects of power, mighty they in the wisdom unveiled. Led by the dweller, first did I see them, but afterwards free was I of their presence, free to enter their conclave at will. Oft did I journey down the dark pathway into the hall where the light ever glows. Learned I of the Master's cycles, wisdom brought from the cycles above us, knowledge brought from infinity's all. Many the questions I asked of the lords of the cycles. Great was the wisdom they gave unto me. Now unto thee I give of this wisdom, drawn from the flame of infinity's fire. Deep in the dark halls sit the seven, units of consciousness from cycles above. Manifest they in this cycle as guide of man to the knowledge of all. Seven are they, mighty in power, speaking these words through me to men. Time after time stood I before them, listening to words that came not with sound. Once said they to me, O man, wouldst thou gain wisdom? Seek for it in the heart of the flame. Wouldst thou gain knowledge of power? Seek ye it in the heart of the flame. Wouldst be one with the heart of the flame? Seek then within thine own hidden flame. Many the time spoke they to me, teaching me wisdom not of the world, showing me ever new paths to brightness, teaching me wisdom brought from above, giving knowledge of operation, learning of law, the order of all. Spoke to me again the seven, saying, From far beyond time are we come, O man. Traveled we from beyond the space-time, aye, from the place of infinity's end. When ye and all of thy brethren were formless, formed forth were we from the order of all. Not as men are we, though once we too were as men, out of the great void where we formed forth in order and by law. For know ye that which is formed truly is formless, having form only to thine eyes. And again unto me spoke the seven, saying, Child of the light, O Thoth, art thou free to travel the bright path upward, until at the last all ones become one. Forth were we formed after our order, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Know ye that these are the number of cycles that we descend from unto man, each having here a duty to fulfill, each having here a force to control. Yet are we one with the soul of our cycle. Yet are we too seeking a goal far beyond man's conception. Infinity ends into a greater than all. There, in a time that is yet not a time, we shall all become one with the greater than all. Time and space are moving in circles. Know ye their law, and ye too shall be free. Aye, free shall ye be to move through the cycles, past the guardians that dwell at the door. Then to me spoke he of 9, saying, Eons and eons have I existed, knowing not life and tasting not death. For know ye, O man, that far in the future life and death shall be one with the all, each so perfected by balancing the other that neither exist in the oneness of all. In men of this cycle the life force is rampant, but life in its growth becomes one with the all. Here I manifest in this your cycle, but yet I am there in your future of time. Yet to me time exists not, for in my world time exists not, for formless are we. Life have we not, but yet have existence, fuller and greater and freer than thee. Man is a flame bound to a mountain, but we in our cycle shall ever be free. Know ye, O man, that when ye have progressed into the cycles that lengthen above, life itself will pass to the darkness, and only the essence of soul shall remain. Then to me spoke the Lord of the Eight, saying, All that ye know is but part of little. Not as yet have ye touched on the great. Far out in space, where light reigns supreme, came I into the light. Formed was I also, but not as ye are. Body of light was my formless form formed. Know I not life, and know I not death, yet master am I of all that exist. Seek ye to find the path through the barriers, travel the road that leads to the light. Spoke again to me the 9, saying, Seek ye to find the path to beyond. Not impossible is it to grow to a consciousness above. For when two have become one, and one has become all, know ye the barrier has lifted, and ye are made free of the road. Grow thou from form to the formless. Free may thou be of the road. Thus through ages I listened, learning the way to the all. Now lift I my thought to the all-thing. List ye, and hear when it calls. O light all-pervading, one with all and all with one, Flow thou to me through the channel. Enter thou so that I may be free. Make me one with the all-soul, shining from the blackness of night. Free let me be of all space-time, free from the veil of the night. I, a child of the light, command, free from the darkness to be. Formless am I to the light soul, formless yet shining with light. Know I the bonds of the darkness must shatter and fall before light. Now give I this wisdom, free may ye be, O man, living in light and in brightness. Turn not thy face from the light, thy soul dwells in realms of brightness. Ye are a child of the light. Turn thy thoughts inward, not outward. Find thou the light soul within. Know that thou art the master, all else is brought from within. Grow thou to realms of brightness. Hold thou thy thought on the light. Know thou art one with the cosmos, a flame and a child of the light. Now to thee give I warning. Let not thy thought turn away. Know that the brightness flows through thy body, for I turn not to the dark brightness that comes from the brothers of black, but keep thine eyes ever lifted, thy soul in tune with the light. Take ye this wisdom and heed it. List to my voice and obey. Follow thy pathway to brightness, and thou shalt be one with the way. Emerald Tablet 8, the Key of Mysteries. Unto thee, O man, have I given my knowledge, unto thee have I given of light. Hear ye now, and receive my wisdom brought from space planes above and beyond. Not as man am I, for free have I become of dimensions and planes. In each take I on a new body, in each I change in my form. Know I now that the formless is all there is of form. Great is the wisdom of the seven, mighty are they from beyond, manifest they through their power, filled by force from beyond. Hear ye these words of wisdom, hear ye and make them thine own. Find in them the formless, find ye the key to beyond. Mystery is but hidden knowledge. Know, and ye shall unveil. Find the deep-buried wisdom, and be master of darkness and light. Deep are the mysteries around thee, hidden the secrets of old. Search through the keys of my wisdom, surely shall ye find the way. The gateway to power is secret, but he who attains shall receive. Look to the light, O my brother, open, and ye shall receive. Press on through the valley of darkness, overcome the dweller of the night. Keep ever thine eyes to the light plain, and thou shalt be one with the light. Man is in process of changing to forms that are not of this world. Grows he in time to the formless, a plane on the cycle above. Know ye, ye must become formless before ye are one with the light. List ye, O man, to my voice, telling of the pathways to light, showing the way of attainment when ye shall be one with the light. Search ye the mysteries of earth's heart, learn of the law that exists, holding the stars in their balance by the force of the primordial mist. Seek ye the flame of the earth's life. Bathe in the glare of its flame. Follow the three-cornered pathways until thou too art aflame. Speak thou in words without voice to those who dwell down below. Enter the blue-litten temple and bathe in the fire of all life. Know, O man, thou art complex, a being of earth and of fire. Let thy flame shine out brightly. Be thou only the fire. Wisdom is hidden in darkness. When lit by the flame of the soul, find thou the wisdom, and be light-born, a son of the light without form. Seek thee evermore wisdom. Find it in the heart of the flame. Know that only by striving can light pour into thy brain. Now have I spoken with wisdom. List to my voice and obey. Tear open the veils of the darkness. Shine a light on the way. Speak I of ancient Atlantis. Speak of days of the kingdom of shadows. Speak of the coming of the children of shadows. Out of the great deep were they called by the wisdom of earthmen, called for the purpose of gaining great power. Far in the past, before Atlantis existed, Men there were who delved into darkness, using dark magic, calling up beings from the great depth below us. Forth they came into this cycle. Formless were they of another vibration, existing unseen by the children of earthmen. Only through blood could they have formed being. Only through man could they live in the world. In ages past were they conquered by the masters, driven below to the place whence they came. But some there were who remained, hidden in spaces and plains unknown to man. Lived they in Atlantis as shadows, but at times they appeared among men. Aye, when the blood was offered, forth came they to dwell among men. In the form of man moved they among us, but only to sight were they as our men. Serpent-headed, when the glamour was lifted, but appearing to man as men among men, crept they into the councils, taking forms that were like unto men, slaying by their arts the chiefs of the kingdoms, taking their form and ruling o'er men. Only by magic could they be discovered, only by sound could their faces be seen. Sought they from the kingdom of shadows to destroy man and rule
Make sure I can still hear me. Shit. I had to run outside for a minute. Did the Emerald tablet stop? I had to run outside for a minute. I got caught up outside talking to somebody. See if this catches up to where you guys are at. All right, all right, all right. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. I got caught up fucking around. I got caught up fucking around outside for a minute. Nah. I wasn't eating no burger. I thought that shit. Nah, I got caught out there running my mouth. So the whole thing played through, huh? Shit, I must have been out there for a minute. Shit. Oh, let me show this on. Damn, I was out there. Yeah, I was out there. Shit, I wanted to critique the whole thing. I got there and so I was asking me questions. Shit, I forgot. Hell, I got. I forgot I was even on the show. Shit, I was out there talking and shit. Hey, Cameron, I don't know if I know twice. I wasn't gone that damn long. I'll go back over it again. Gmail. Why? Said neglect. Nah, this. Oh, the young lady was asking me some kind of question. Then you know, we got to talking. I thought that shit was longer than that. I wanted to go. Like, damn, is that shit over? I came back and I didn't hear nothing. I was like, damn, is that shit done already? Shit. Nah. Somebody was asked me some questions and shit. So I didn't expect. I did not expect to be out there that long, and I expect goddamn throat to be over. Shit, that I must have been out there longer than I thought I was. I don't drink. It wasn't that kind of party. Not that kind of party. Y'all crazy. Yeah. It was a sister. I wasn't staying. I wasn't out there talking to no white person. Not no white woman. Yeah, it was a sister. Oh well, see, I went to critique, but see, did you guys hear him talk about? He was saying, teaching you how to leave your body, teaching you how to if you do got to reincarnate, This how you reincarnate and still keep your memory, so you won't lose your memory, so you'll come back to the next life, knowing what you knew in the past life. Did you guys gather that? Did you guys get all that? Nah. Wasn't that kind of party. Somebody asked a bunch of questions about mundane shit. But I know I was gone that long. Shit, I got 45 minutes. Eons and eons shit. It's only 11 o'clock, so shit. I think I stepped out about 10 o'clock, so I don't know how many eons that is. That ain't nothing but an hour. You could throw a pot of greens. It's your truth. I had stepped outside to get a goddamn soda. Shit. Soda machine was all fucked up. Nah, I sure didn't. I didn't have my. Did the phone ring? Did you guys call in? Hold on. Did you guys call in? Nah, a personal phone or the studio phone. Did you guys call in? Hold on. Shit. See if you guys are lying. See if anybody called in this joint. See if you guys are lying. Anybody called in? Hold on. Nah, because I really just stepped outside to get something to drink, obviously. To go to the soda machine. I see. Okay, I see. I see. I see you sent me a message or something. Let's see. Okay, I see Gigi. I see Gigi sent me a message talking about what happened to you. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm okay. I stepped out, like I said, I stepped out to go to the soda machine. Like I said, I got caught up. Nah, I don't think nobody tried to call me because I don't see nothing. There's no calls on the phone. Unless you guys heard my personal phone up in the hotel, and I don't see no calls on there either. So no, like I said, I stepped outside to get a soda. Next time I know I was out there running my mouth with somebody. Shit. I said I stepped outside to get a soda. Next thing I know, I was running my mouth. Somebody asked me something. Next thing you know, I got to talking and forgot all about the goddamn forgot all about damn Thoth and the Emerald tablets. Saying YouTube didn't know what to do. I wasn't trying to get it. I wasn't trying to get anybody's damn number. Shit. I'm over down here in Naples, Florida. This would be long distance for me. So no. I wasn't trying to get anybody's goddamn number. She came to me. I didn't go to her. I was going to get a damn soda, like I said. You guys know if you guys go to any hotel, you guys know in the lobby or whatever, they have soda machines. I stepped outside to get something to drink because I was eating this goddamn salad. And I didn't want to drink none of the water in here. Or I either get water. Well, I tend to get water or soda, whatever, but still was going to be in the machine. And you know how somebody catch you off guard and start asking you a bunch of questions, you get to talking and you're talking, you forgot what the hell you was doing. I came back to the room and heard everything was silent and shit. Like, oh, damn, what the fuck? And I guess it was I was like, goddamn, I was gone for about a goddamn hour. Shit. I thought the computers or the internet went down or something. But I wasn't out trying to collect no phone numbers. I was trying to collect me something to goddamn drink. Oh, she was good looking. She was a good looking sister. Now, I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to sit there gabbing to an ugly bra for an hour. Forgive me. I'm not going to be sitting there talking to some ugly chick for no damn near hour shit. So get up on chapter 8. All right. Yeah, I'm like, I had no idea I was gone that long. I was like, God damn, what time? I said, oh shit, girl. Hey, girl, I got to go. Shit. What you doing? I tell this stranger, yeah, I'm doing a whole show up in this room. You doing a whole show? Yeah, I do a whole radio show. I got a whole bunch of shit up in the room. I guess I got caught up. Shit, I had no idea. I don't know, man. I thought it didn't seem like I was gone that long. Shit. Dr. Mumby. How made you talk about her? Made you talk about that old nutty broad? I got no idea I told that Dr. Mumby that nutty chick is. I'm gonna bring her the show. Hell, I didn't even met her. I just met her trying to go get a damn soda. Shit. Meet on the show. I'm not gonna. It'd be kind of odd to invite some woman back to a hotel room that you just met. They might find that a little bit odd, don't you think? Yeah, girl, come back here. I'm doing a show in the hotel. Huh? You doing what? Yeah, I'm doing I want you to come on and say hi to everybody. That shit sound creepy. Why are you worrying about how tall Dr. Mumby is, G-Man? I couldn't. Actually, I had the family over in Nairobi because, like I said, that's where the African station is based. Actually, in her city, I had them reach out to her. Then I tell her, I said, "Now hold on, I had them pull back the interview because she's too much of a nut. She's a religious nut. Like I said, I would have them interview her over there. Or you like her antics when she try to be half American, yo, and all that old stupid shit. Yo, she'll say yo, and you get to talking some Hebrew shit. Broad is a nut. Getting, yeah, yeah. She got some good energy. It's called being a goddamn wacko. That chick is a straight nut, a kook. She trying to talk with Atlanta accent. I missed that one. I missed that show. You know, crazy woman. She whacked out her damn mind. Well, I can't talk. 'Cause like I said, I told him to reach out to her. So I must have been interested in her too. I mean, not in no damn sex. I mean, no kind of traction, but to interview. But I was gonna have them interview her. But then the family in Africa, they didn't want to interview her ass either. So I had them reach out to her, but she never responded because they're right there in Nairobi. Hey, so you wanted to just start some talk. Damn, I was gone almost an hour. Shit. Damn, time flies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So she friend because the Vibe show reached out to her. I know it's that about a month ago. She been doing they've been doing collaborations, which I thought were pretty good. But they always go back into that religious shit with both. Hell, Phil's an idiot, and Dr. Mumbai is not an idiot, but she's a religious nut. They're getting in now. But y'all to the family, they can interview. That was the whole thing. They let them interview over there, and then put it on the website. And they like I said, they reached out to her a couple of times. She never responded. Cause I couldn't interview that nut. like my staff in Africa is two girls and two boys. They two girls and two women and two men. I should be saying, you know, they're a little bit more diplomatic. They could have did a better job interviewing her. But even they after a while said they didn't want to interview her ass. Shit. Because they liked her too. They liked some of the things that she was saying too. And I would say, fine. You guys go and interview her there. You guys are there. You guys go and do the interview yourself. Reach out to her and see if she'll respond to what you guys are saying. I said, for me, I I don't suffer fools. I can't listen to no Yahweh talk no more. I can't do it. I can't. I can't listen to that shit without saying something. I'm sorry. I can't listen to somebody go on and on day about some Hebrew shit that ain't never happened. I can't sit there and be quiet. Okay, yeah, and the Hebrews did this, and you know you're a child of the Hebrews, right? Then they'll try. Whenever you get those religious nuts, they want to put you involved in the shit. They always want to rope. They can never just say an interview without roping you into that shit. And then when you get to roping me into that shit, I'm going to have to lay waste to your ass. And that's going to that's going to be the end of the interview. It wasn't to work. Because my instinct is to lay waste to you. My instinct is to get your ass that black, hot fire. That's my instinct. I can't listen to nobody sit there talking about Yahweh and Jehovah and all this old silly ass shit, knowing that that's made up shit. I can't do it. That's what I was going to try to do, G-Man, filter the goddamn religion. But it's always over the top with that woman. I like the African updates too, but then she always got to throw that religious shit up in there. She like knock you over the head with that shit, man. I can't take it. What's the Mulatto show? What Mulatto show you talking about? Mulatto show? What the fuck is the Mulatto show? Still banging. No more. I would. No more touch. No more religious nuts. I don't try to convert their ass at all. I done spent 20 years trying to do that shit. Never again. I'm not doing no more arguing trying to convert some broad. That's a losing task. I don't got the strength or the energy to ever go through that ever again. Do a show on mulattoes. I think that. Oh, that was the show we talking about the book. That was the destruction of black civilization. And talking about how making mulattoes have done damage to black society. It's never been beneficial to make mulattoes. And how black men have been mostly culpable for getting off code and creating these other goddamn bastardized kids. These fucking mulattoes. They've always destroyed black society. Always. Everywhere you've gone, that's historic. They've always been the poison pill or left in black society as a ticking goddamn time bomb. I don't fuck with mulattoes. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't care who gets mad. I'm glad you people just get mad when I say this shit like when I had when I had Sharon. Because not all mulattoes. Fuck it, the majority of mulattoes. I'm talking about historically. Shit. Yeah, you see clearly. People get mad because people are not students of history. G-man, they don't realize how the mulatto race, these bastardized children, have destroyed black society. They've always been put as a ticking time bomb. Because they got to be more white than the average white person. Because they got to prove their white side more than they do their black side. Their black side they can give a shit about. Yeah, the two-faced because they don't have any. They don't believe in any allegiance with you. Holds no value. Their value is to the white race. And so they overcompensate by proving their value to the white race by what? Destroying you. They overcompensate because they want to be accepted by white people in some way, shape, or fashion. So they overcompensate their disdain, their dislike of you. It's crazy. Okay, I hear you. It does sound crazy. Shit does sound crazy. What about they? It's never been beneficial to us as a race of people to create half breeds. Never has been. And it's funny that the black man still has not understood that now today. Still out there chasing goddamn foreign ass. It drives me fucking crazy. To this day, he hasn't learned this and this falls on the black man. If I call the bed winch talk. The black man has done the most damage as far as fucking breeding these goddamn half breeds than the black woman's ever done. As I went on a black woman yesterday about that hair weed shit, I'm going in on black men about these fucking mulattoes. They're not understanding war tactics. And to continue to continue practicing bad behavior through the ages and not learning a goddamn thing. I'm all discombobulated any damn way talking about this anyway. Hell, I was supposed to be talking about more tablets. I got caught up outside. And I still ain't get no goddamn soda because the funny thing, the soda machine was goddamn broken. God damn. I still didn't accomplish no damn getting no damn nothing to drink. Yeah, we begin to wake up. It's a process. Another damn machine was gonna be broke. Had to get back in here. I forgot about I was out there talking all that time. Because actually, I was gonna run I'll wait till I'm done here. I was gonna run my ass across the street to the other hotel and find a soda machine. Shit. Hold on, let me turn the air down this damn thing. Oh, it's chilly as shit up in here. I was looking for water. The water was on the soda machine. The water was in the soda machine, or the or the aptly said the beverage machine. I always put you out. Oh, what are you saying, G man? What about race? What you writing? What stops us what from what? Creating them? What you talking about? You got to clarify what you're saying. I don't understand what you mean. I mean, why can't you use them to fight each other? How you gonna use them to fight each other? You got no control of them. How you gonna use them to fight each other when you don't got control of them today? You long since lost control of the damn things that you created generations ago. You don't have control of them. You don't got control of East Indians and Asians and Caucasians until until you like a super being like our thought is again. Shit, most black people are deaf, dumb, and stupid. Not even on that level yet. It's so funny how we go through changes of time to realize how super advanced we were back then, and how fucking literally fucked up we are today. It's amazing. Nah, programmed how? You can't program something to everything has free will. You can't program anything to fucking obey you. They control them because they were a lot smarter. But they gave the white man intellect, the Asians intellect. And the African raised them from a beastly level to a civilized level. You can't program life to be obedient or non-obedient to you. They're not robots; they're living beings because they created them, and you got control of their minds. They're living entities. They got free will. Like every animal has that. You think about a damn robot and a living being. There's a difference. You made a barbaric race of people to war against other Africans. That don't have nothing to do with whether you can control them. You made a war machine for war, and that's what they do. It's something before I start falling asleep. Shit, I ain't gonna make it tonight. Shit. Still thirsty as hell. I ain't even not drinking this damn water out here. What kind of other tribes?
That's all I need to get me in a good mood. She can walk with a switch and talk with street slang. I love it when a woman ain't scared to do a thing. Standing at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop.
No, you can't make nothing in your DNA.
She likes to dance to the rap jam. She's sweet as brown sugar with the candy yams. Honey coated complexion.
You can't put nothing in anybody's DNA to program them to listen to you. Nah. Anyway, you was on, and while you were creating them, you were on your way down. Yeah, your science was fucked up while you were creating them. That's why they were full of so many diseases. You were just trying to create and then again, I don't think it was us that decided to do it. I think it's that entity up there that's feeding off us that came down here and decided to create them. White people really are chons. That's why they follow directions. Like I said, how can they get it? Why can't they? The reason why you can't fucking get your goddamn ass and be monkey see, monkey do, because you are descendants of light. You're mostly all gods, and that's the problem. White people were created for command and control. That's why they're easy to stay on code and fall in line. They were created to be that way. You made them in the first place because you were warned against one another. And it's not just the Caucasians, it's all other races, Asians, and I don't think it was us that just decided to do that. It was in direct correlation with that entity that's got us in a whole pattern. It's got this solar system in a whole pattern. It came down here and obviously manipulated us as we were going back to sleep to create races of people to war, to use them as a barbaric race of people to war against one another. Because by more strife and stress on black people, it creates more energy for it. That's how it feeds off negative energy. No, they don't have power to do it because you're dealing with a bunch of gods. There's a difference. Black people don't understand why they can't never get shit together. You got to understand you're dealing with gods on a lower level. So why can't black people ever get on code? Why they always fucked up? Because you're dealing with a bunch of light beings. That's why. Who used to be in God. That's why. These other people are what? Packed animals. So animals what? Run in packs. And these people what? Were created from packed animals. White people have dog DNA. Dog is a packed animal. That's why they can get on code. Go monkey see, monkey do. It's in their genetics. Yeah, that's why they can. That's why, because they had no. That's why white people can get on code with one another, because they're packed animals. They said these animalistic qualities. Black people are not animals, so they don't have animalistic qualities. They're just fallen beings of light, and so they all used to be in charge. Black people used to be in God. So it's hard for them to take directions. You can make dogs fight. What the hell are you talking about? A dog doesn't have the same intellect. You command a dog with because you created a cracker with a dog. You gave the cracker a brain. White people have intellect. They're not a dog. They might be correct. They might be created with some dog's DNA, but they got intelligence. You gave them your intelligence. They have a brain. Yeah, you're on a higher level course because because you're a God. They can never reach what you did. They make sure the thing makes sure that's why you understand the wicked part. There's some wicked shit in it too because you make sure. I think this thing makes sure that it can't ascend. So when you talk about Miss Jones goes into the chat rooms and they see them talking about, or is the hand one time they went into the thing and they see them talking about these spiritual teachings. The funny thing is that they'll never reach that because they were created on purposely not to be able to manifest any of that. You got to understand that you must have a certain type of melanin, a certain type of body structure to even perform these things that Thoth is talking about. You have to be a black being itself because you must be melanated to be able to trap that light and work that energy. They were created to make sure that they couldn't do that. It's not a accident they have blue eyes and green eyes. That's on purpose to make sure that they can never access or harness any kind of light energy coming from the sun. That's on purpose. You understand? These things are on purpose. They were given no melanin within the body. That was on purpose to make sure as they were creating this goddamn being that it would never be able to rise spiritually. They made sure of that. This is the way they created it. They made sure that it would never be able to transcend either them or that thing being able to that it would never be able to not do what it was created for. The white man and white woman were created to be an antithesis to black people, to create strife and stress within black society so that thing could feed. You understand that? You are the thesis, they are antithesis. Going to send to eat some wings. There you talking about? Is that you, Unsunken Master, again? I think that's Unsunken Master, crazy ass. Yeah, they're obsessed with you. You got to understand this. You got to understand that spiritually, they're obsessed with you because they have no creative spirit. They have no souls. Yeah, I think that's Unsunken Master that found his way up in here. Shit. I think that's his ass. You understand their obsession with you. Isn't it funny that you've never done nothing, but they always seek out to hurt you and destroy you, seek out to be your enemy on all terms. They're always restless. They cannot find any peace. They were created that way. It's not high purpose. You got to understand the reason why they were created, why they and the individuals. Well, I'm pretty sure that thing had a hand in creating them. They made sure they would not be able to ascend spiritually. So when they get to talking this shit that they're talking, they just take African spirituality that they can't understand it and try to fashion it as them. White people feel a great void because they don't even know why they're here. They have no reason why are they created, why are they here, why are they here. They made sure that it couldn't sun gaze. They made sure they didn't have these chakra levels that when you have Kundalini, they made sure that the Kundalini, if it ever rose, it would go into the brain and short circuit their ass. They created that. That's on purpose. They made sure that it has a calcified pineal gland, that it can never even get to certain forms of consciousness, certain forms of spirituality. It made sure that because it had to, it still, white people still got Kundalini energy, but it has nowhere to go. So that's why they spontaneously combust when they achieve yin yang energy. When they treat them mixing up the yin yang, that was created on purpose. That's not an accident. They made sure that this thing was never going to be able to rise higher than what it was as an animal. They made sure of that. Yeah, they made sure the research, they made sure of that. That's not no accident. They made sure of that shit. So if they couldn't control the shit, it was never going to ever become spiritually, which is all the universe actually is, spirit level. That wasn't going to be able to leapfrog them spiritually, and it was going to actually die out. They made that was the kill. They put a kill switch in these things. They knew as we got back to what certain parts of the universe, frequencies, the frequency was going to change. Since they're not created from the all, they weren't going to be able to rejuvenate themselves as a race of people, because eventually the light was going to die out in them. Because they couldn't get light, they're unplugged. You understand that? They're unplugged like that thing from the all. So when the energy finally starts to wane out, it can't rejuvenate itself. So it's going to die. So white people are going to die. They're out of here. The Asian is next. Yeah, it's a kill switch. Exactly right, Ms. Gigi, and that's on purpose. That's not like I said, that's not an accident. They're not just unnatural to the earth, they're unnatural to the universe itself. They are actually an abomination to the all. So as those waves that's why they're trying to chemtrail the skies. As those waves of consciousness, those waves of energy comes from the all, it kills them because they are an abomination. Because you got to understand psychology, Roz, because they're actually jealous of you. They actually know. They know something that you have that they don't have. They know that. They know that instinctively, whether they know it figuratively, they know instinctively that black people are closer to God. They know that. Even black people being fucked up worshiping the fake God, they know that black people are closer to the all spiritually. They know that. They feel that. They feel that. And they're angered by that. All races are angered by that. Yeah, that's why they're so into drugs. Yeah, because they're detached from the all. They were created detached. That's why that's right. They feel empty. That's why they're the number one drugs users. Because it's a really sinister way to create a being. You create a being that's not really capable of love on many levels. It's some dastardly wicked shit to create a people like this. No, they never can be empathy. No, they don't feel any empathy because it wasn't created to have empathy. They can't feel empathy for like the way you want them to try to make them humane. You can't make something that was created never to be humane to be humane. They get you out of seeing you in pain. People like, oh, we just showed them our humanity. You can't show them your humanity. They're not human. So they don't feel any humanity. They don't feel any brotherhood with you at all. You hunt them down. They're going to be dying out. You talking about hunt them down for what? You got to hunt nobody down. Hunt them down for what? Cool weapons. You ain't got to hunt nobody down. They won't be here. You ain't got to hunt anybody down. Won't be no reason to hunt anybody down. Yep, they will always use weakness against you, Gigi, because they don't feel any. They don't feel any empathy. You guys said people that they were created that way. Why do you think there's been so much murder and pillage from them everywhere? Well, you're free to do that. Shit. Nobody stop you from doing that now. You're free to do that now, G-Man. Go get your cup and go do it now. Shit. But their time is they're dying out of astronomical numbers, so. Yeah, they all hate you. Even when they pretend like they don't hate you, they were created to hate you. They were created to cause strife within you. See, the reason why you can create because you're creative. When black people are thinking things, they have no idea because we're in a lower level now. Those thoughts come from the ether, come from the light. All you do is bring it to fruition from the light into the physical. But we're such at a low level now, we don't realize that we still do that. Gee, you crazy. You got to tell them, yeah, they'll come after you. Lie on you. You know that. They're immoral people. You can't teach of people who were meant to be immoral morality. They know not that. They know not that morality that you seek. That's how you guys know you guys are ready to get out here. You're so far done with them. You don't, you know. That's talking about completely just destroying them. Most black people are still asleep, still trying to make common cause with them, which is idiotic. There's never been no common cause with them ever, unless they're dominating you. Because what? They're an animal that seeks domination. Because they're animals. They can't rise spiritually because they're animals. Animals seek domination. You understand that? They do not seek equality, friendship, and love with you. It seeks domination because it's on an animal level. Animals seek dominance, not love, not empathy, not concern, but dominance. Yeah, they can't stand pretty black women. You're the worst thing in the world. Oh, I'm going to show some anyway. Hold on. Share my screen. I'm going down, 'cause you went around, baby. My whole world's up. Give me a minute. Upside down. 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 Oh, baby. I wanna live. If I can't give my love to you, true, going down, and down. Ooh, wow. I'm gonna play this video as a testament to something. Hold on, I'm gonna show this. Play this. Do wrong. Please forgive me, baby, and come on home. Going down.
I'd say
And if you notice how your music is completely different, how the music is always detached, except for the shit that they still mustn't try to mimic. But when they create their own music, it's always detached. It's always voided of what spiritual, voided of soul. Let me do something. Hold on for a second. Share my screen. Because I want to make a point. I won't put it yet. Keep it right there. Hold on. Yeah. The music is void of any love, any soul. It's always destructive. It's always leads in what you would call Satanism, which is there's no Satan. It's always devoid of any kind of love and empathy. It's void. It's void of that. Why whenever they got control of rock, they destroy it because it always goes into some wicked shit without any kind of rhythm, and it's just void of any kind of soul, any kind of empathy. Hold on. Hold on. Baby, you hold me tight. And every day I need you. Let me pause this for a second. Let me pause you for a second there, Faith. I'm just going to use this video to make a point. Now, my screen is being shared, and this may be a little bit off of topic, but it's still poignant because I'm using this video as a study guide to show black women who are out of their element. I don't know, because I remember Gigi showed the head wrap. So this has two distinct things I wanted to talk about that I just happened to see in this video. This Vivian Green song when she has a head wrap and then she has her natural hair. Now, in this video, how can any woman